Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today I'm going to do, I really don't know what. Well, first off, that may sound very confusing because normally I have something to actually do in a video, but honestly, I have two different things that this video could be about. This could be a big old announcement video talking about different things that's happening and things, or this could be let me say it again. This could be a big old announcement, a video about Evopop and something new coming to my series, or that series I mean. Or this could be an actual video of the Let's Mostly Play of Evopop with a little bit of the announcement that I just said a few minutes ago sprinkled into it. Basically guys, for you don't know what I'm talking about, first off, this goes back to the actual wheels of my videos, or the actual wheels that was used in this series. About maybe, I'd say about 4 or 5 months ago, I was actually thinking about, well, let's go back a little bit longer than that. Before this happened, you may remember there being a time at one point where I was thinking about using the Evo wheel, or an Evo wheel and a location wheel, or something like that, in order to make the series a little bit more entertaining, because it was getting kind of dull with me choosing the virus Evo all the time. So I decided to try something different where I started using an Evo wheel and Evo wheel and a location wheel. That way it's not always my choice. I think for the first week, I'm not even up to that point yet. Before I even talk about what I was just about to say, I did, I think, end up stopping that wheel like about a few weeks to about a month after I started it, and I didn't think I'd go back to it. However, as you guys have known, I've been using a wheel for a while now. The exact same thing I was just talking about. I said I actually brought it. It's actually in the series for good. We're gonna I keep saying most, unless I want to try an experiment to work and see if I want to be picking the Evos all the time. Most likely, almost every video I do with the series will include this wheel. However, you may remember something else. First off, there was an introduction of the location wheel as well. That was something I tried introducing a few months ago, but because of the fact that I didn't like the locations it was choosing, I ended up stopping that wheel. But as you guys have known for the past few months, the Evo wheel and the location wheel have been very important for these videos. In fact, it's what makes the series even still fun to this day. It's actually gotten a lot more. If I didn't use this location or Evo wheel, the series would probably already be boring by now and I already want to quit it. However guys, I also mentioned something else months ago. Along with adding an Evo wheel and a location wheel, I did kind of mention adding, oh my gosh, I cannot speak today, adding a new wheel to the series, but instead of it being able to determine what Evo we use, or what location we use, or any other stupid thing in the game, even like an artifacts wheel. I'm surprised I didn't think about that one. An artifacts wheel, where you have to spin to see what artifact your Evos are going to have. To me, that actually does kind of sound dumb. I like actually having the artifacts I want. I already don't have the freedom to choose the Evos I want anymore. Well, I do, but thanks, phone, for interrupting me. I do have the option to choose the Evos, but it's only by the wheel's consent. If the wheel doesn't land on the options that says Triton gets to choose for this round or this set, I don't get to choose anything at all. It's up to the wheel, everything. And then the same thing for the locations too. However guys, you may remember that, like I mentioned, adding a location. No, adding a challenge wheel to the series. I talked about doing that months ago, but it never really ended up going that way. But the main reason why was because of the fact that I could never think of any challenges. The only challenge I could think of was me having to use the Pudding Evo the entire set just to torture myself, and also to not grow at all, which means I can't do one of my most favorite things in the game and make the Evos giant. And because of that, I didn't really even create it. I was planning on creating a challenge wheel, but not being able to think of any challenges does kind of stink. However, guys, just earlier today, I created a new wheel that actually is a challenge wheel. I will talk about what those challenges are and go through them with you before we even do them in a video. If this video is a Let's Mostly Play of Evopop and not just an announcement, I will actually not be using the wheel for this episode. That way I can just kind of give y'all what it is and then let it kind of sink in. That way you know kind of what to expect for the next video that I do. I might not do it, like I said guys, I might not do it right off the bat. If I don't do it this video or the next video, most likely you will see it 2 or 3 videos from now. I might give myself 1 or 2 videos before I start doing the challenge wheel, because some of the challenges on there are actually pretty brutal. And a lot of the challenges also have a lot of wording to them, to the point where it's like, it doesn't even fit all on the wheel. You can type all the text in, but you can't see it at the top of the screen when you spin it, like you could with just putting the Evo's names and the location names, you know. But, yeah. What was I saying now? Thanks, Brian, for cutting out right now. I need to get this done. Basically, guys, I don't know if this video will be more... This video is either going to be a small video of the Let's Mostly Play of Evopop, where I stick to the same routine I did in the last video. Do an Evopop and possibly sold to IO 3D a good amount. As you guys remember during the last video, them games ended up getting updated. So, we ended up having fun with that. Well, so the IO 3D did, and there was a few other games as well. But, yeah. But, like I mentioned, that ain't what this announcement is actually going to be about, or what this video is going to be about. It's actually about the challenge wheel, as I've been mentioning ever since I started. Like I said before, guys, I didn't think I'd ever be able to come up with any challenges that would actually be fun, or like any challenges that would actually be like kind of intriguing. The funny little thing is, just today, like I said, I came up with 12 different challenges that could actually, well, make the game a little bit more challenging. Well, actually, let me explain this again. There are some benefits to actually certain things, but there's also some things that kind of hinder what you do. There's certain challenges that have some beneficial effects, like you be able to choose the Evo or something like that. However, you having something horrible happen to you right afterward. There's a challenge that actually actually 2 challenges that's very similar to it, which to what I just said. I'm gonna go ahead and explain that in a few minutes when I actually talk about the challenges. In fact, that's the first 2 challenges I'm going to talk about, because it's the first 2 I came up with or put on this wheel. So yeah, that's what most of this video will be about, guys. However, before I actually do that, I've actually got some very good news on our hands. And I've actually got some really good news to do with the tablet version of Evopop. And let me just go and talk about that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and let you know, guys, finally, just earlier today, I finally got 2 new Evos that I can actually use in Evopop on the tablet. One of them being a really good one of them being the trashiest Evo ever, and judging by what I just said there, you can probably guess what the second one is. If you guys can't figure it out by now, let me go and give you another hint. It's my least favorite Evo in the entire game. Oh, and here's another hint. That's also some of the punishments you got for the challenges. There's a certain challenge on a thing that if you disobey it or you do if something happens in the challenge, you have to use the Pudding Evo. Like I said, there's some of them that have very bad effects for if you do something wrong. But I'll get to that whenever I get to it. As you just heard, the Pudding Evo is one of them. However, the second Evo, here's another hint, is one that I really, really like and is my favorite Evo in the game. Can you guess which one that is now? Because I've always talked about it. It's the Evo that one of my most favorite Evos I would love to play as. It's actually the Virus Evo, guys. We finally, after a little while, finally got that Virus Evo in the game. And now if I didn't want to worry about double growing or growing twice as big, there we go. It'll be a long time it'll be a long time before it can grow twice as big because there's no way in the heck I'm gonna spend $200 more to get that thing fully upgraded. Even if I did, I wouldn't have enough points to be able to do it right away. But yeah, like I said, guys, most of this video will be about the challenges. However, it ain't just gonna be about that. I've also got to explain the results of yesterday's scoring sheet and what the numbers actually were on this. I did end up off camera going ahead and counting everything up and seeing what the totals were. And I meant to do this yesterday, but I was kind of rushing to end the video. So yeah, like I said, that'll be something else I'll be doing throughout this video. That'll be the thing I'll do before I do the challenges. So before I even talk about what the challenges are and what the effects of it are, we're obviously going to talk about this piece of paper right here with the results. I will show you the whole piece of paper and show you what all the Evo's numbers were. However, we're going to do the same thing as we always do and pick the Evo that got picked the most and the least amount of times. Here's the thing, guys. All the Evos actually got chosen a lot. This is the first time in a while that we've actually gotten an Evo that hasn't got chosen 0 times. Every Evo got at least chosen 1 time this time. And we're going to count that up. Like usual, I've got the drawing feature already up here and ready. It ain't just for this part of the video where I explain what happened or what the results of the piece of paper were. It's also to maybe kind of get y'all to understand what the challenges are, because there are some that might be a little bit complicated. So either I'll write a little picture to show you what I'm meaning, or I'll just talk about it kind of slowly so you can get the picture. But first off, we're gonna write who in the world actually won the round. Won the entire game last time in terms of who got picked the most. Before I even do that, though, I'm actually going to do something a little bit differently. And I'm going to try something. And for all your... well, let me go and say this, guys. As you've seen sometimes when I go through this, you may notice me actually draw a line kind of going in the middle of the screen. That way the top and bottom half of the screen can be divided. That way you can see the losers and winners without getting confused. Well, it kind of helps to have them separately. I don't want them to be like really close together and then be really hard to tell. Granted, you know who the winners and losers will be because the winners will be in green, the losers will be in red. But at the same time, like, I don't want them to be this close together and stuff like that and not have room to do anything else, because I need to have room to, if we have a tie between Evos, I want to be able to actually make enough room to where I can put all of them through that. So the first thing I'll do before I even get started is I'm going to go ahead and draw a line about in the middle of the screen. So about right, excuse me, I'm drawing. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it wouldn't do anything. Oh my gosh, stop moving, hand. You're making this look horrible. It may not be the best line, but it's a line. Actually, the line wasn't actually that bad up until this middle section here. Everything else is actually pretty straight in some way. But, we're going to put like we usually do, we're going to put the winner on top. I didn't mean to use this green color for that, though. I'll use a different color for the winner this time. I'll use a green color, but Trenton, you meant to use Forever's color, you stupid idiot. He's not green. His shiny color is green, but he's not green normally. So either I'm going to have to change the different color of, either I'm going to have to erase this and put it in aqua blue, or I could probably even put the winner in Feralia's color, since Feralia's color kind of reminds me of like some calming, it's like a common color. I do like his color in general. I think it's pretty. But yeah, I'll do it a little bit differently this time, and I'll put the winner in Feralia's color and put the loser still in red. Alrighty, since I asked me through the line in green. And here's the thing, guys, before I even announce the winners, everybody's actually gotten pretty close to each other on the board. A lot of Evos actually end up getting a tie, and it's the same thing for the losers. There's actually a tie between, holy crap, there's a tie between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 different Evos that have gotten chosen the least amount of times this entire time. So, yeah. And judging by the number I'll write down when we go off the losers, you'll notice that everybody else got picked a lot. But like I said, I won't reveal that right away. I'm going to go ahead and get into the winner. And the winner will actually kind of shock... The winner will not really shock anybody in some way. Sometimes the Evo that is actually the winner gets chosen a lot of times, and sometimes it doesn't. There's been certain videos where this specific Evo only got chosen maybe once or twice, or even 0 times, when other times it's gotten picked the most. There was a video before where this Evo ended up getting the most picks, so it's kind of cool. So yeah, the winner, let me go and put on Fragger's color. The winner of last night's session, or yesterday's session, of the Let's Mostly Play is the Camo Evo. So, like I said, guys, the Camo Evo actually got chosen a lot for the entire video yesterday. It got chosen a lot. And by a lot, I literally mean a whole lot. The most an Evos ever got chosen in this series has been 10, but that was more of my fault because I was trying to make sure that I didn't lose the tournament or the championship, so I ended up getting it over 10 times, or choosing the Evo every single time, which made it 10. I'm not going to do it this time, or there still hasn't been an Evo that's beaten the score of 10 yet. However, the winner up here, the Camo Evo, ended up getting pretty close. Its total score was, I probably shouldn't put it as blue, but oh well. The total number of the Camo Evo was 7. That's right, guys. Another video where the winner actually got chosen a whole bunch of times. There was another video I think I'd done before where one of the Evos that actually won ended up getting picked 7 times. And in this case, the Camo Evo was the one chosen. So, congratulations, Camo Evo. You ended up getting the win. Now, it's time to announce the losers. Which, like I said, guys, there is 6 different Evos that have actually lost this. That have actually lost the entire thing. I won't have enough room to draw 6 different Evos like this. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to draw just the initials the best I can. Or the first letter of the Evos that lost. And if there's 2 Evos that start with the same letter, I'll put another letter to kind of represent it. So if we got the, I'm trying to have 2 Evos that actually have the same thing in it. So if we got the, dang it, is there an Evo? What Evo's actually hold on a minute. I'm being dumb here. I have an idea. So if they're Poisonous and Camo Evo. Oh my gosh, I had an idea and that wasn't the one I was trying to think of. No, if the Pudding Evo and the Poisonous... If the Poisonous and Pudding Evo got chosen, I will actually put an initial for both of them. So if for the Poisonous it would be PO, as in the first two letters of its name, and then for pudding it'd be P-U. Although I just read that, I heard that in my own head, and I just thought, oh no. I really actually hoped that that wasn't one that got in the tie. I counted them up, but I didn't really pay attention to which one had the tie. I really hope it's not the poisonous and pudding Evo now. After saying that out loud. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into a red color right here, and we're gonna see who the losers are. The following Evos that got in the tie was the original Evo. So I'm gonna do it. How I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna draw the letters straight, kind of like this line is. I'm gonna kind of draw them in this kind of direction, except going this way. So I'll put the O for original right here, and the Evo that got another Evo that got the tie will go right beside of it. I'll show you what I mean. These are the following Evos that ended up getting into a tie. We got the original Evo. We got the Smog Evo. We got the Turtle Evo. We got the Ice Evo. Like I said, we had a lot of them that got it in a tie. We got the Glutton Evo. And finally, we got the Spike Evo. Trenton, that is not a freaking S, that's a P. You stupid moron. On. There we go. Now it's fixed what I was just trying to do. Trenton, put the letter S as in what you are. Stupid. Okay? There. And there you go, guys. There's the 6 Evos that ended up getting in a tie for last place. Just in case you don't know. Oh crap, there are 2 that start with the letter S. Hold on a minute. That's why I kind of spaced the S out. We got the Smog Evo. I didn't space it out enough. You got the Smog Evo. And you got the Spike Evo, so SP. That's going to be confusing now, because it looks like it's going to be one of the ones that start with the letter P, like Poisonous or something like that. But no. Them Evo that got the least amount of points, with the total being... Like I said, guys, when you see this number, you'll realize that everybody got chosen a good amount of times, since these were the losers, and they got picked a good bit of times too. All the Evos, the original, Smog, Turtle, Ice, Glutton, and Spike, actually got picked a total of 2 times. As you can clearly see, these Evos having the least amount tells you that, well, everybody got chosen a good amount of times. There was no Evo that got chosen only once. There was none that got chosen 0 times, like there have been in the last few videos. There was a few videos where an Evo actually got chosen 0 times. And as you can see in this case, we actually got a tie between 6 different Evos with a total of 2. Everybody else had high numbers. Everybody else got tied between 3 and 4. I'll show you the piece of paper. I'm going to go and explain. Well, actually, go and look at the results on the screen, and I'll kind of read them out, and I'll show you the piece of paper afterward. You can see one of them back here, as you can clearly see right there. But you got the original Evo, which has 2. Pudding has 3. Poisonous has 3. Balloon has 3. Smog has 2. Turtle has 2. Ice has 2. Camo has 7. Glutton has 2, Feral has 3, Spike has 2, Ghost has 4, and Hover has 4. As you can also see back here, the Virus Evo also has 4. As you can see, everybody got chosen at least 2 different times. No Evo got anywhere near 0, which is kind of a cool thing. And there's the results of the last video. I'm going to go ahead and leave these results on the screen for a few seconds so you guys can actually see it. However, I am going to clear the screen in about 10 seconds since we've actually got to explain the challenges. There's 12 different challenges you got to explain to everyone. So I need to actually get busy and on the ball with it right off the bat. So 10 seconds, when I get to 0, we're going to end it off. Alright? So get ready, everyone. Look at the screen and get ready for me to close it out, because that's exactly what I'm about to do. Go and start looking at it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Yeah, like I said, guys, you had plenty of time for me to look at that screen, because clearly I talked for a minute before I even started that timer. So if you didn't spend the time looking at the screen, you wasted so much time doing it. You had plenty more time than I was actually giving you. You technically had like 30 seconds, or like even 20 seconds or so. You had more time than 17, I can assure you that, John. But yeah. However, guys, we're moving on to the challenges. When we do the challenge, first off, before I even pull up the screen with all the challenges on it, when you actually look at, whenever we pull up the wheel, it'll be called this. It's called the Evo Challenge Wheel. And there's a little glimpse of one of the challenges right there on the top screen. However, I'll go through that more often whenever I actually do it. Right now, I just want to show you what it's all about. Like I said, whenever we go to this wheel, it'll be called the Evo Challenge Wheel. So, yeah. And we've got 12 different challenges that we have to worry about on this wheel. Some of them are good, some of them bad, some of them are good, but have bad effects. And you'll see exactly what I mean when I explain the first 2. So let me go ahead and get all the options again and go ahead and start explaining them. The first challenge that we have on here that's an option on this wheel says, well, from what I can see, it says this. It says, choose whatever Evo you want for the rest of the set. However, you have to disable your options to be able to choose for the set after. By the way, guys, I'm trying to word it a little bit different. That ain't exactly what it says, but if I said the way the wheel actually has it, then it wouldn't be as easy for you guys to understand. Basically, what that means is, I can choose, if it lands on that, I can choose whatever Evo I want to do for the entire set. So if I'm in a set that has 2 or 3 more rounds in it, I can choose whatever Evo I want out of that set for the rest of the set. However, the bad effect of this challenge is the fact that after the set is over, where you get to choose the Evos you want, I have to disable the option to be able to choose for all of the next set. So for, let's say we were in set 2 when we landed on that, for set 3, I would have to disable that, and I wouldn't have the option to choose both the Evo and the location. So, as you can clearly tell, it has a very bad effect. It has a very bad effect if you land on it. The second challenge says, choose whatever location you want for the rest of the set. However, you cannot choose the same location 2 times in a row, one after another. Well, actually, just 2 times in a row is kind of a better way to say that one. Basically, guys, if it lands on that challenge, It's exactly what the title says. I can choose whatever location I want for the set. I still have to spin the wheel for the location, or for the Evo wheel. I can choose whatever location I want. However, the bad part of it is well, I about forgot what it said completely in a second in. But the bad effect is, this ain't really no bad effect, it's just something I cannot do. Basically, I can choose whatever location I want. I still have to spin the Evo wheel, but I can choose whatever location I want to. However, I cannot choose the same location twice in a row. So if I choose the snow location, for example, after the round where I pick the snow location, I can't pick it again. If I do, that's breaking the challenge wheel rule. What I can do, however, is I can use it in the same set, just not right after the other one. So if I pick the snow location in set 1, and then pick another location for round 2, I can actually choose it again for set 2, round 3. I just have to wait one extra round. So that means I can't go Aurora area. I can't go it twice. I can't go snow. I gotta pick something like snow and North Pole or something like that. I can choose a location as long as it has a different name, but I can't choose one that has the same name in it, obviously. So yeah. Well, I said that the first one kind of has a beneficial effect, but at the same time has a horrible effect afterward. Like the first one, like I mentioned, said I can choose any Evo I want to for the entire set. However, for the set afterward, I cannot use the Evo wheel. Or I can use the Evo wheel, but I cannot get the options for me to be able to choose for the set or the round. So, yeah. The third challenge out of the 12 we've got says, there is no challenge this time. Do what you normally do and have fun. As you can clearly tell, there actually is a way to avoid the challenge wheel altogether. Because there's actually a challenge that ain't even a challenge at all. The wheel literally states, no challenge at all. Do whatever you want to do. Have fun. Really, there's nothing to do with that. We spin the wheel like we normally do and do the same thing we do in normal videos. Simple as that. The fourth challenge says the following. For the next round, this is actually a pretty clever one. Some of these are actually pretty clever. And I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with some of these challenges. The fourth one is one of my clever ones I came up with. It says, for the next round, look around in the location you are in for an object close to your Evo. Well, that's just the first part of it. And here's how the challenge works. I spin the wheel like normal. I do the location wheel like normal. However, when I get to a location, I have to look for the closest object that's next to me. Whether that be a bench, like the little benches you see in the background, whether that be a bush, or a tree, or anything like that. And basically the challenge is, I have to sit there and grow either to the same size as that object that I see, or even bigger than that object I see, before I can even split. The challenge about this is, I can't split until I'm at least the size of that object. Until I'm at least that size. That may not sound that hard, but for Evos that don't start with the plainness plainness upgrade, kind of suffers from that. Especially somebody like the Glutton Evo. That one's going to be a little bit harder to do that one with because he doesn't start with a full mana bar. Honestly, that may end up getting me screwed over because of the fact that, it's going to be really hard to actually pull it off. Because, like I said, I cannot split at all until I'm as big as the object next to me. And just imagine if the closest object to me is a tree. My Evo's going to be this big, around this big, before I can even start splitting. And by then, people are already going to frick me, either by beating me or even by just shrinking me down from running into me. So, do you see the problem here? Like, that's actually a pretty hard challenge to actually go through. The next challenge, however, here's one of the challenges I'm really going to hate getting. Below the one that I just talked about, there's a challenge that I'm really going to hate, quite literally. Because the next challenge actually says that for all of the set, for the set that I'm actually in, and that goes for the rest of the set too, so if I didn't land on it immediately, it doesn't take effect. It will take effect as soon as I land on it, though. So if I still have 3 rounds left in a set, then it starts taking effect once I land on it. Obviously, just like every other challenge that's going to be on here. But it says right here, for all of this set, you have to use an Evo that you hate. You are not allowed to spin the Evo wheel to get an Evo that you like. And I give a little note at the end of this challenge. It says, for me or for Trenton, I have to use the Puddin' or Balloon Evo. I don't hate the Balloon Evo, but I don't like how hard it is to win with it. So in some way I do kind of count it as me hating it. Mainly because it's so hard to win with. Basically, guys, the whole gist of this challenge, I have to use whatever Evo I hate. And you guys know which Evo I hate. I hate the Pudding Evo. So, basically, the whole challenge is about me having to use the Pudding Evo for the entire set. No matter where I win or lose, I have to use it until the set ends. So, yeah. And that also goes for if I gain another life. Like, if I have 1 life left, use it up. But then as soon as that round's over, I get another life as soon as I exit the game. And I will have to use it again then, too. Like I said, some of these challenges are kind of fun. Some of these challenges are going to be downright brutal. And some of them are great, but have horrible side effects. Again, take into account the first one we did. Or the first one I went through. The one below that one says the following. Spin the Evo wheel as you normally would. However, if you land on an Evo that you hate, you can re-spin the wheel again to get an Evo that you like. That's only the first part of the challenge, guys. That's basically, and that ain't even a challenge, that's more like a benefit. Basically, if I land on someone that I really hate, obviously like the Puddin' Evo, I can re-spin the wheel 1 time if I land on that challenge. And what's more, it don't count towards the scoring sheet either. So if I land on him and get that effect, then I can spin the wheel again, and whatever it lands on, I get to mark that one down instead. So, yeah. However, there is a little bit of a side effect to this one. As good as this one sounds, there is a little bit of a side effect to it. The ending of this challenge says that we can respin the wheel again. However, there's a little bit of a bad thing coming on. You only get 1 respin. So if I land on the Puddin' Evo and get that challenge or that little benefit and spin the wheel again, but it lands on the Virus Evo, if it lands on the Puddin' Evo once again right on the respin, I have to use it no matter what happens. I'm forced to use that Evo if it lands on it a second time after I use my life. I only have 1 chance. If it lands on the Puddin' guy again, simple as that. That basically had no effect. I respawn it, got the same Evo again, so it doesn't help me at all. So yeah, like I said, some of these challenges are very brutal. There's actually some of the challenges I have on here that are actually have little stories to go along with them, and some of them may not make sense to you guys, but some of them is based on characters that I kind of came up with in my head. There's actually a challenge on here talking about the mayor of Evopop. I know to you guys that may sound weird, but that's just something I came up with in my head to kind of tell a story for this challenge, or for one of the challenges coming up. So yeah, the one right below that says the following. it says you have to play a game of dominoes with your Evos. Basically, that may sound a little bit weird, but this is actually one of the more creative ones I actually came up with. Basically, how it's gonna work is, well, let me read the whole thing first. It says, you have to play a game of dominoes with your Evos. Every time you split an Evo manually, which means by hand, me dragging the spell over to them, I have to make the Evo that comes out bigger. So, if we have a virus dude, for example, we gotta split the one that comes out of the one that I split or a size bigger than the one previous to it. And every time I use that one normally, or every time I use that spell on the next Evo that comes out, then I gotta make it a size bigger than the one that came out before that one. So, one of them's gonna be normal size, the way you start out. So let's take the virus dude into account. Think of it like, here's what I can actually kind of explain for you guys. Let me go and explain it a little bit. Let's take the virus Evo into effect. Normally, guys, the virus Evo starts out very tiny to begin with anyway. Like, it's a very small Evo in general, and you really don't have to worry about that much, because it's basically kind of useless being a tiny one. However, the way this is actually going to work is that you actually don't have to keep them the same size. As you go on through, let me actually draw a little bit of errors to show you this. As you keep moving forward, or as you split the Evos by hand, not if they do it on their own, but as you do it by hand, you gotta make each one of the Evos a little bit bigger. So for the virus Evo, I gotta make him twice the size, since that's what happens when you use the spell, and you gotta keep making them kind of like that, where you keep making them bigger than the last one, only by one stage. It'd probably almost be better if I didn't explain this by drawing, because I suck at explaining while I'm trying to draw. Let me go ahead and finish what I'm talking about, and I'll explain it a little bit better when I'm not writing. That way it'll be a little bit easier. Hold on a minute. This is not turning out really well. I can't draw and do this at the same time, man. This is why I didn't want to use the freaking drawing to actually explain what I was talking about. But basically, if you want a little description of what this is, look at this picture. Each Evo that I actually get out, I have to make a little bit bigger. The first one, I have to make tiny as snot. Or the first one has to stay at the smallest size possible for him. And then the Evo, when I split him, I actually have to make the Evo next to it, the one that comes out, 2 times bigger. Since, like, when you use the grow effect, it actually makes that one 2 times bigger. And then the same thing for the one afterwards, if you make it 2 times bigger than that one. So eventually you'll have one that's a little bit bigger than the last one. So, yeah, if you want a little explanation on what that is, it's basically just that. I just have to keep making the Evos bigger. And that's I have to keep splitting the Evos and then making the one that comes out afterward 2 times bigger than that one. So, yeah. And that goes for every Evo, not just the virus Evo. I'm just showing you an example with him. Basically, guys, I'll go ahead and read out what the whole challenge actually says. It just says, you have to play a game of dominoes with your Evos. Every time you split an Evo manually, you have to make it 1 stage bigger than the last one. There is a little thing at the end that says, for this specific challenge, guys, not every Evo has to be turned out like that. If the Evos split out by themselves without you doing anything, you can do whatever the frick you want to with those Evos. You can make them the biggest Evo in the entire game then, or you can leave them tiny and just do what you can with what you have. Any Evo that they make themselves, you don't have to do anything with. You can do whatever you want to with them. You don't have to make them a little bigger than the last one. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. However, if you do it manually, you have to do whatever Evo comes out. You have to make them at least 2 times bigger. And that can actually be really hard if you actually are next to a bush that makes more of them come out. Because you have to try to be careful which ones you're grabbing. Oh, I guess it wouldn't matter. You just have to make sure you make the one that comes out 2 times bigger. But yeah. We're going to go ahead and continue on moving down. We've already covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. We only got 5 more to cover. The next one says this. Here's one that actually has a story coming up with it. This one actually has a little bit of a story with the stuff that's actually happening. As you guys know, you got the artifacts in the game. And there's actually this one called the cheating ability, or the cheater ability. And that's kind of where I got the inspiration for this one. Except this is way more brutal than the cheating ability. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to read you why. The challenge right here says, well, this is actually also one of them that has a story coming up with it. So you have a little bit of a story kind of explaining the challenge to you. It says, uh-oh, you were caught cheating in a game of Evopop. So I was caught cheating while playing a game of Evopop. And no, guys, that doesn't just go for the cheater artifact in the game. That goes for any match, even if I don't have the cheating ability. It says we were caught cheating in a game of Evopop. And it says because of this, you have to remove every single artifact for the Evo you were using that round. Basically, guys, simple as that. If we land on that spot, we somehow got caught cheating in the game itself, and because of that, we have to take every artifact, whether good or bad, off of the Evo. None of them can be on there. And we had to play the game without them. However, there was a second bad effect to this one. The second part of this challenge says that if we land on the spot again, we have to use the pudding guy for the entire set. And basically, guys, what that means is if we land on it in the same exact set we landed on it the first time. Like if we were playing set 3, round 1, and landed on this one, we'd have to do the bad thing that I just talked about, removing every single artifact. However, it does get worse from there, because the second part of it is, if we land on again, and again this means in the same set, we have to use the pudding Evo. So again, if we land on it in set 3, round 1, and then land on it again in set 3, round 3, the second effect comes into play. However, if we land on it in set 3, round 2, but then don't land on it again till set 5, round 3, only the first effect takes place. So yeah, as long as we don't land on it 2 times in the same exact set, we're fine. The only bad thing that could happen from that one, the only bad thing that could happen from that, as long as we don't land on it twice in the same set, is we have to remove the artifacts for that round on whatever Evo we play as. So yeah. And like I said, a lot of these actually do have a little bit of a story going along with them. Where there's actually one coming up after the one I'm about to read. The next one actually reads the following. There's actually a story coming up with one of them, just like I did with the cheating one, the one about me cheating, or supposedly cheating, and I got caught doing it. There was a little bit of a story going along with that one. There is another story coming up for another one in a few minutes. However, we got one in front of that one first. The one below the cheating one that I just read says the Evo wheel ended up breaking and only half the sections worked. Basically what that means, let me go and read the rest of that thing before I say anything else. After that part, it says discard 7 sections of the wheel and spin it from those 7. Basically, guys, that challenge means the challenge wheel broke. Well, not the challenge wheel, but the Evo wheel ended up breaking somehow. And because of it breaking, only half of the 14 Evos actually are even playable because of the fact that the wheel broke, so they can't be chosen. Basically, I have to remove 7 Evos from that wheel, disable them so they cannot be picked, and then whatever Evos are left, I have to spin the wheel, and we'll go off based on what we can do. I haven't really decided whether I should close my eyes and do it. I would actually try doing that, but that's very hard whenever, like, if you move your hand in the slightest, you could actually cause the wheel to spin, which is something I don't want to do. So most likely I just have to pick 7 Evos with my eyes open, and wait to see what happens from there. After we discard those options, we gotta actually read the wheel, or go off the 7 that's on the wheel, and we go from there. So yeah. So basically, we gotta discard 7 because that's half the wheel. 7 and 7 being 14. We gotta discard 7 of those. So half the Evos will not be able to be chosen for that specific round. And whatever Evos are on the wheel will have a chance of getting chosen, which I don't know which one yet. So yeah. The one below that one is another one that has a story going along with it. And this is that character I was talking about. I talked about there being a character that I came up with in my own head for the game itself. And that's kind of what you'll hear about in this story that I've got for this challenge. The challenge says this. Good news! People have really enjoyed your Evopop matches, and it has gotten the attention of the mayor of Evopop. And basically, that's basically what the whole challenge is. Well, actually, that ain't the whole challenge, but that's basically the whole gist of it. The people that have actually been watching my Evopop matches have actually really enjoyed them, and I've actually got the attention of the mayor of Evopop. And what he wants to do is he actually wants to come over and watch a match of our own. Or he wants to go watch a match for himself and see how good I am. Basically, the challenge of this is, and actually it's more of a benefit. The thing is, for this challenge, I have to choose one Evo that I am really, really good with. And I have to show both the mayor of Evopop and the fans that like watching my Evopop matches a great time, or show them a great match in general. And there's really no reward for if I actually win, or no like downfall if I lose. It's just a little bit of a challenge I came up with. That's another one of the benefits. The mayor wants to see a match for himself, so I gotta choose one of my best Evos, or an Evo I'm really good with, and show him what I can do. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of good challenges on here, but at the same time there's also a lot of bad challenges. We still got we only have 2 more challenges to actually read. And here's one of them that I actually did not this is one I did not want to actually add to the Evo wheel. To the wheel itself, because it could be very, very dangerous. Actually, no, it ain't this one, it's the last challenge. It's the last challenge that's actually going to be a little bit dangerous because it affects how much I can actually grow. As you guys know, one of my favorite things about the game is to be able to grow my Evos, and so not just the challenge affecting the growth could make it worse. I'll get to that challenge when I actually get to it. However, there is one challenge I'm about to read right now that has to do with all of growing, or has to do with all the growing. Basically, guys, the challenge says this. For the first 45 seconds of a match, you are only allowed to grow. You cannot do anything with it. You cannot do anything. It's hard to explain. Take the beginning of the part. With the wheel talking, guys, you'll be able to hear what the whole thing actually says. So, don't blame me if I can't read it. But basically, guys, for the first 45 seconds of a match, so from 3 minutes all the way down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds, the only thing I can do is grow, 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 and grow. And keep on doing it until 45 seconds have passed. After 45 seconds have passed, I can actually either split it or continue growing. It's up to me, but mostly by that point I'll be so big that if I gain bigger, it'll probably end up making it worse for me. So basically, guys, that challenge is kind of made for me in some way because, like it says, I have to continuously grow for 45 seconds without stopping. If I get screwed over because of that, too bad. I have to do what the challenge says, whether I lose trophies for it or not. And yeah, there actually is one more challenge on here that actually is my least favorite one out of all of them. The last challenge I have on here, the 12th challenge, says the following. It says, you are not allowed to make your Evos bigger for this match, unless you are playing as the Feral Evo. Before I even continue moving forward, let me go and talk about that part. One of the reasons that I'm allowed to grow the Feral Evo is because of the fact that you have to grow him in order to get anywhere in the game. If you don't grow him, you're not going to get anywhere in the game. You're just going to end up sitting there waiting for somebody to kill you. So, I'm allowed to grow the Feral Evo. However, other than that, that's about it. Well, that ain't all the challenge, but I'm going to go and explain it again. After the part where it's talking about the Feral Evo, it says, if you're playing as an Evo, if you're playing as somebody other than the Feral Evo, you are not allowed to grow. The only way you can actually grow, if I land on this challenge, is if the pink clouds do something. The pink clouds make my Evos bigger. Or, I have to have the Glutton Evo's ability to where, like, if he eats something, I can grow that way. And basically, guys, that's the challenges. Let me go and explain the last one a little bit more. I can't make my Evos bigger. Except for the Feral Evo, I have to grow him in order to get anywhere. If I don't have the Feral Evo and I'm playing as somebody like, let's say the Virus Evo, I'm not allowed to grow him unless the Virus Evo touches one of those clouds that make him bigger. Or if I'm playing as the Glutton Evo and he grows by eating the trees and bushes. I can grow that way, but I can't grow manually. Again, meaning that I can't use my hand and drag it over to that. And basically, guys, that right there is all the challenges that are actually going to be in my videos. Like I said, I don't know if it'll be in the next video or not, or whether I'm even going to do anything. Like I said, if I do a video today, I ain't gonna promise that we're actually going to use the challenge wheel. I don't know what I'm really going to do about that. I'll have to find out. And basically, guys, I'm not going to use the challenge wheel all the time, like immediately in the very beginning, mainly because a lot of these challenges actually make you choose an Evo anyway. So instead, I'm going to do this a little bit differently. On the Evo wheel, I've actually got another option added into my game. And I'm actually going to play that option real quick, but let me go ahead and mark out everything else. I want to go and show you what it says. I've got one section on this wheel that's going to let me, or it's going to tell me to actually spin the challenge wheel. I added a new section on the Evo wheel that says the following on the screen. Spin the challenge wheel this time and do whatever it says. And just to show you that's what it actually says, I'm actually going to go ahead and let it talk to you for this one. Let's spin the wheel and I'll let you hear it real quick.
Spin the challenge wheel this time and do whatever it says.
As you can clearly tell by what it just said, that's obviously what it says. Well, I said that that's what will be the determining factor of using the challenge wheel. I won't spin it all the time, but however, if it does land on this, I've actually got to spin the wheel no matter what. I might even make it an option to where if I want to and it lands on my choices for the entire set, I might make it to where I can actually make myself spin the challenge wheel if I want to. Like I can give myself the choice to spin the challenge wheel or not. And that's only if it lands on my options. Like I don't even know if I'm going to implement that right away. I'm just talking about maybe that'll be something I'll do in the future. But yeah, like I said, guys, that'll be an option that we'll be doing on my videos. That'll be an option starting to come up on my videos. Again, if I do a video right now, it might not be much of it at all. But I'm gonna try doing as much as I can. My problem is if I do a video, what am I actually gonna do in it? Like that's my biggest issue. I really don't know what I'm gonna do for a video. I could do the same thing I did last time. I think the challenge would honestly be kind of fun, but then getting some of the challenges would actually kind of suck. Like I don't know complete for sure. I might actually start implementing the wheel for the episode, but again, there's really no guarantee. Actually, yeah, whenever I do the next episode, I accidentally shuffle up the wheel. But whenever I do the challenge wheel, or whenever I do the next episode of the game, I will actually bring up the challenge wheel and we'll do that. I don't know completely whether I'm actually going to go ahead and do a video or not, guys. I kind of want to use the challenge wheel like I said, but if I do the video right now, I kind of also don't. And wow, this video's already been an hour long because I've been sitting here talking about these challenges. Although the good thing is, if the challenges do work, you'll get to see what some of them are all about. So yeah. I don't know if I'm going to completely do a video or not, guys. Just in case I do, I think I'm going to go in and leave the camera recording real quick. And I'm going to go in there and use the bathroom and put Germix on my hands. If I want to do a video, when the Germix dries, I'll actually continue with the video where I explain all the challenges. If I don't, I'll stop it right after I get back in my Germix dries, and I'll wait till next time. Alright guys, we'll see what ends up happening. If I do a video now, I might end up doing a challenge. Well, I don't know completely know for sure. I kind of want to, but some of the effects that actually do happen. Actually, the only bad effect really is the fact that I might not be able to grow in Evo. Some of the challenges are heavily grow based, which means that I can actually grow for a little while. Like the object one, for example, one of the unique ones I came up with, where I actually have to make an Evo as big as an object or bigger than an object before I can start splitting them. And like I said, that can go for trees, bushes, benches, anything like that I can actually see like close to my Evo. If I can make them bigger than that, then, or the same size or bigger, then that could actually work out. I'll see what I'm going to do, guys, but I'm going to go and use the bathroom real quick and I'll be right back. Like I said, I don't know if I'll do a video now or not, but I want to go ahead and get there and get back as quick as possible just in case I decide to do one. Although I just thought about something. If I do one, I don't have a scoring sheet made. Although I don't know how I'm going to implement the scoring sheet if we actually get them challenges in, because obviously there's going to be some of them that requires me to use a certain Evo. There's also going to be some of them that lets me skip over an Evo, like that one that says I can't use the pudding Evo, or if I land on a pudding Evo or something like that, I can actually respin the wheel again. I don't know, this might be the last time, at least for a while, where I use the scoring sheet. I meant to show you the numbers, although I did read them out, didn't I? Yeah, I did read them out. Let me throw this away, go to the bathroom, put Germix on my hands, and I'll think about continuing. If I don't, then who cares, you know? Oh, and if I didn't mention this already, guys, I did mention in the beginning, but I do have the Virus Evo and the Pudding Evo on that tablet now, so I can actually play as them. But I won't worry about that right now. Let me go and get this in the trash. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna go and use the bathroom and I'll be right back. Alright guys, as I mentioned, I'm going to put Germans on my hands real quick, and I'll go ahead and get started. I'm going for what I want to do. I kind of want to do the challenge wheel, but at the same time it's kind of nerve-wracking if I do. I know most of the challenges don't really affect the growth, and some of them even require it in order to do anything. But at the same time, I used to like having the options where I could actually do whatever the frick I wanted to. Both getting to choose the Evo and yada 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 and all that stuff. So yeah, I think I might go and do at least a little bit of a video, and I will see if the challenge wheel is even a thing in this series, because there always is a chance that I could actually not line the challenge wheel at all. Like, I really don't know for sure. What to see. Actually, guys, for this episode, since it might be shorter anyway, I'm actually gonna go ahead and make the challenge wheel a little bit longer. I'm actually going to go ahead and increase the spin duration to very long. And the same thing for the Evo and location wheel maybe as well. Like I said, guys, this video is probably going to be a little bit shorter than the last one, so I really don't mind in some way in this scenario. I've got 2 of them set. Let me go and do the location wheel now too. Let me go ahead and settings. There we go. There we go. Very long. Now, like I said, guys, we got everything ready. The challenges. We've gotten the Evo and location wheel. We've got the option to actually get the challenge wheel. Like I say, it ain't going to be used all the time, guys, but it's going to be an option on the wheel that says that I have to use it. So, yeah, like I said, I would actually use it more often, like every single set, but most of them do say to like use an Evo that actually, or use any Evo you want to. For any of them that didn't talk about me getting to use any Evo, like if it said something like choose an Evo for the round or something like that, I'll actually still spin the wheel for those. But if it says I get to choose in the challenge, then I will. Simple as that. So yeah. Since we already started the video and I really don't have time to sit here and make y'all wait any longer, I'm going to go ahead and unwheel a scoring sheet for this episode. I'm just going to see how see if the challenge wheel works out in my favor, which hopefully it will. So yeah, let me go ahead and get everything kind of set up. I got the Jonas ball ready to be putting this thing on. Let me go and put the iPad. Actually, I can say the iPad because it could be the tab. Actually, yeah, the iPad, because I still need to spin the wheel that tells me which devices to start with. Actually, if we do start with the tablet, I mean, if we do start with the iPad, what we kind of do? Frick. Let me see something. I could do that Ballzilla game like I usually do, and maybe Kaiji Monster and all that stuff. I'll probably do Ballzilla and all that stuff before, and that'll probably be the game we'll start with if it links on the iPad. While I'm on here, I'm actually checking Monster Attitude as well. I want to see if like I have all the chests on there, if any of them are ready to be opened. Yeah, there actually is. I don't think, unless I do the video longer than I think it's going to be, most likely there ain't going to be no Monster Attitude in this. Mainly because, oh wow, we got upgrade points. One of them being for that one of the monsters will look at dog. I'm gonna go ahead and actually get that. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can. Like I said, I'm trying. We ain't gonna do this game. We ain't gonna do Martial Attitude unless we actually crap. I ain't going to do that game unless. Dang it, brain, stop cutting out on me. I ain't going to do that unless this video is more than like 6 hours or however long that other chests that actually need to be open for. So yeah. Can I upgrade Buzz? It says he can be upgraded, but no, you need 12,500 coins. Dear me. That's fine though. It's fine. Well, I'm gonna go and open up this. It's a 9-hour chest spot. There's no way we're doing this in this episode. So Monster Attitude will be not included. Let me go ahead and get that set up. I'm gonna go and go back into the wheel. I'm gonna go. Do I still have the options selected? Where's the one for the? Oh, that's the location wheel. Do I still have it in the Evo wheel? Yeah, there it is. Spin the challenge wheel this time and do whatever it says. Perfect. Good. So yeah, before I do anything though, guys, let me go ahead and go into the game wheel and then disable Monster Attitude. I will keep Shark Attack on there because I actually did have a good bit of fun with Shark Attack the other day. But I will start off without Monster Attitude since we still have something to do in that. Let me go ahead and get the device wheel pulled up. And I'll go and get the camera turned around and see what happens from there. Hopefully we get at least 1 or 2 challenge wheel picks this time. But there's really no guarantee of that. We'll have to see. So yeah. Let me go and get the camera turned around and we'll go ahead and get started. If it runs on a tablet, guys, we'll mainly focus on Evopop. I think that'll be the only game we focus on. But we'll do Evopop and I'll show you off the Virus Evo without being fully upgraded. And I'll also show you the Pudding Evo with what we got with him. So, yeah. Let me go and get the camera turned around and I'll go ahead and get started before it gets any later. Because it already is almost 1 o'clock and my grandma's going home by like 3:30, 4 o'clock or something like that. Possibly even 5. But most of it's going to be like 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that. Odd to say though. Let's go ahead and get started and see how much we can get done. Here we go, guys. Oh, before I forget, because I know I would have. What part is this? I think it's part 155. Okay, so let's do. Okay, I didn't think this would be actual like an announcement video. I mean, I didn't think this would actually be like an actual video of the series. But if I'm wrong, don't get mad at me for this. Welcome to, I believe, part 155 to my Let's Mostly Play of Evopop that's on my iPad. With that said, guys, let's go and get the camera turned around and see how much we can get done. Here we go. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see if I can fix that. No, it's too far to the left. If I do this, kind of move it down. That's kind of good, although it does seem a little bit too bright. Hold on a minute. I'll try fixing that. If I go into this, turn our brightness down like so. Still is a little bit too bright, but can we see this part? Stay. Yeah, a little bit. It might be a little bit too dark, but it's kind of hard to keep up with it. Stop. Thank you. Before we even really get started with anything, guys, we obviously have to spin this wheel to see if we have to use the iPad tablet first. If we get the iPad, we'll play a few rounds of Ballzilla and then we'll move on. Let's make sure the volume's turned up so we can hear the wheel. And let's go and see what we can land on. Or we can get the iPad, or we can get the tablet. Let's figure it out. Come on, wheel. Spinny, spinny. Give me a good device. Oh, I've also devicey. No. Anyway, I'm sorry I haven't said much from that point. We're gonna go and see what I can decide to choose. Is it gonna want me to do Ballzilla on the iPad, or start with Evopop on the tablet and move forward from there? Which one do you decide, Mr. Wheel? It's up to you, it's not up to me. If it lands on the tablet, though, I'm not gonna do Ballzilla. I'm just gonna go to the start of the wheel spinning or whatever.
Tablet.
Okay, it's one us to actually use the tablet first. What I mean to say when I say that part is, like, I'm not gonna make it. Oh my gosh, why does it look so bright? But I'm not gonna make it. Holy crap. I'm not gonna make it. Normally, if I do the iPad first, I would always do stuff like Ballzilla first. However, I'm not gonna do it for this case since we ain't doing this one first. Instead, we'll just go right to the wheel spinning for the game wheel and see what happens from there. So yeah, let me go ahead and get my tablet ready to go, and we'll go and see what we can get done. Let's go and get everything pulled up and go and get started. Like I mentioned, guys, this video mostly won't be new as long as the last one was. But I am gonna try to get a good amount of things done in the little bit of time we do have. Okay. Let's go ahead and what's kind of good, but also it's kind of dark. Maybe if I turn the brightness up a tiny bit, do you think that would work? Or should be too bright? Is that good? Still, it's a little bit lean. Hold on. Man, that's gonna bother me. Okay, let me turn the brightness up a tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. I'll go and go into the game and see what it has to offer, and see if like you guys can actually see it. You can kind of see it, but it also does look a little bit bright. That's fine. Like I said, guys, we got the virus Eva, and we did get the poison Eva, pudding Eva, not poison. We already had him. We've already got him in double growing. It's already been recorded for an hour because I have to talk about them challenges. I have to talk about the challenges. It's something I've never done in my videos before. Plus, the wheel's gonna read them out, and it's always so fast about reading it. So it's better for me to explain in the beginning than have me have to explain it right then and there before I even start. No. Honestly, I didn't really get to say this, guys, but I am starting with this, starting with the Pudding Evo, and we're already in a danger zone because this poison dude can double grow. Which he's doing. Crap, this ain't good. Okay. Nope. Nope. Nope, not happening. Don't you dare do it again. Are you...
Eradicted?
That was a perfect start. Okay, guys, well, that didn't go as well as I wanted to. Let's try that again. And this time we'll eat. Okay, good, I'm not going against that dude that can get twice as big as me. Thank goodness I did that. Can this thing hurry up so I can get this? And of course it bounced me right off the wall anyway. Dang it. Oh, one of the dudes is already gone. Come on, hit the tree. I need to hit that tree. Don't you dare fly me off the map again. Please don't. Oh, please don't. If that would have flew me off the map again, I'd have been mad.
Uh-oh.
Can I at least get up here on top of this ledge? Oh, I actually finally got through this. No. I give up. What the frick? I got on top of the freaking ledge. Ugh, man. Bull crap, I bounced off the ledge and bounced off the map again. I cannot do this either. This is why I hate it. I cannot play with it.
You said you were doing good and then you died.
It still gave me 5 trophies, weirdly. No, I'm not paying $10 to get this. Go away. I'm gonna try one more round because I gotta do that virus dude too. I've done more rounds with this guy I've done with the other dude now. Because of that. Please be on the right side. On the middle. That dude's probably gonna start getting bigger, aren't you? No, usually you look to. Oh wait, as soon as it eats the bushes, he's gonna get bigger. Crap. Okay, do it quick, do it quick, do it quick. That's not frickin'. Wait.
Oh god.
Yep, and he's starting to get bigger. Crap. Oh, come on. We don't need this junk. Okay.
Okay, well you're eating the bushes.
Now. Perfect. Although, good thing I did that, because now these guys are coming out of nowhere.
That's right. I'm gonna kill this one. He's not going in.
Every round I've done with this guy has gone horribly. I lost again. I cannot beat anything with this guy. It gave me 2 trophies again. I don't know why. I don't know why. This is why I don't like playing as this guy, guys. Seriously, this is why I don't like playing as him. And this is also why he's my least favorite one of all of them. Alright, frick it. Now I've played more rounds with him than I have with the virus receiver that I just got. So I'm not going to go to him now before I even do anything else dumb. Come on now, I'm usually better with this guy, although this guy cannot double grow right now, unfortunately. Merging ice. This ain't good already. Where am I at? I think I see myself, yep. Okay, well I'm not fooling around anymore. Where's everybody else at? Oh, you're right there, you can't blend it in. Okay. Before anything dumb... What the frick was that? Oh, you little twerp. Okay, you know what? Frick it.
Drown, boy! Drown! I hate flies. Ew, it's falling in the water. I'm gonna spray his bullets. Get wrecked.
Oh, you... Don't...
Get wrecked, flies. Get wrecked, flies. buzzing every time. I can do it again.
And that dude just murders. No! Like we didn't get big enough to hurt any of my Evos. Not many of them. Come on, just get him. There we go. Only got a minute left.
The virus one's pretty cool looking. Kind of, you know, like the coronavirus is this one.
You ain't allowed to say that on video, so I'll get my video demonetized now. You want
How?
they don't like when you say that word. I'm surprised they don't demonetize when you're saying this virus now.
Maybe because it's virus is a different word.
Come on, I'm not losing another round. I'm better with this.
It's just like it, but it's just different. Are we allowed to say COVID-19?
Probably not. Anything to do with the virus going on right now. It's probably not a good idea at all. What's gonna be able to get demonetized? It probably will though.
And I forgot even what demonetizing.
Not making money. Oh, Grant, I keep forgetting. Something will happen. Finally! Way better with you than I was with the other idiot. 26 trophies. Way better. Oh, we got missions too. Grab, grab, grab. Do we get anything new? Oh, we get 50 more. Ooh! 50 gems plus whatever this is. Nothing interesting. Dang it. I want something way better than that. And we only got one life left. I forgot about that because I wasted 3 of them losing with the freaking poison. Pudding Evo.
Well, it's better than nothing. Like, I mean, like, about the chest.
The ghost has a cheating ability. That's one of my challenges. I've been caught cheating. Don't you dare start growing twice as big. Oh, he's already twice as big. Frick. Well, note to self, start growing your Evo before you do anything, Triton, because otherwise you're going to end up losing. That is definitely not built to take on that little idiot. Actually, a bigger idiot than me. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, yeah, that's even better now, because... Ooh. Perfect. There's another one. Get it? Ooh, I got most of it. I just got another one somewhere. I'm glad I grew, otherwise I'd be screwed right now.
Excuse me for a second. I'm just gonna go kill 2 more flies or 3 more flies out the window. So, this guy. Oh, he's dead. They are everywhere. There's 4 of them. They are everywhere. Treat. So many flies. I can just go on, like, seriously. Oh god, this is that. Goodbye. It's free. Yep, under there too. 1 more, 5 to get. Not 1 more. There's a fun.
We almost got the victory. I'm gonna go and say this right now, guys. I'm very sorry for how this has started. I would have said a lot more if things like that wouldn't have happened. We can't get another life. Like I said, guys, I do like the fact that we actually got this guy. Whoa, we have 105 gems. I didn't even realize that. Wow. Okay. I'm trying to think of where I should do one more. I do want to give the virus guy one more chance. Let's give the virus guy one more chance. It ain't new as fun actually without having the double growing thing, but we get to see the difference now. It doesn't look like he's growing that big at all.
I am back. It's time to kill some flies. They're over here with my flower. Makes me mad. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's still 4 flies. But I didn't kill them. There's about like 7 of them.
Ginger, I am busy. Do not do this. Put me in one of the best possible positions, though.
About me. Oh, no, now you're dying today. Yeah. Oh, got it. Almost did. Oh, is that a lightning bug? Okay, it looks like a flying a lightning bug. Looks like it's yellow underneath. Yeah, that's flying. What the? Okay, that's weird. Go in the window. Open on the glass. That got it. what you'll get. You dead now. You dead now. What? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, I grabbed him by the wing. Now he definitely can't fly. He's trying to buzz. He's trying to buzz me all the time. Fuck yeah. Oh, this boy. Oh, this boy. Oh my god. Oh, this boy. No, I'm gonna look for him. Oh yeah, this boy in here now. Alright, are you still on? Oh, no, snakes are still there. Oh, say goodbye. Oh, I see him. He's trying to get away. Hold on, let me fix that. Oh, yeah. Okay, alright. God, I just know. Good. What? Alright, next. That was a video game.
And that's all my lives. That's all my lives. I can get more, but I'm gonna go over my iPad anyway. That's where the challenges are supposed to take place anyway. That's where this game actually is really entertaining. So I've got a lot more than that when I do this one. Turn around, please. Thank you. Already almost 2 hours. Dadgum. Let's see if I have everything I have to pay for that wheel. Let's see. The game wheel and everything there. Yes. Good. Guys, I don't know about doing the challenges for this video. Well, actually, I can't say whether I'm gonna do the challenges or not because the wheel is gonna be the one deciding. If it lands on the thing, it says I gotta spin a challenge wheel. I spin the challenge wheel. Simple as that.
talking like I always just did.
I need to get this video done. I ain't gonna get done lingering in here the whole night. I'm gonna be doing this video for more than 12 hours if we don't. I didn't spin the wheel yet, no duh. But that's turned up. Game or wheel, which one am I even going to start with? Is it going to be Evopop or is it going to be something different? All the ones that I activate anyway. Please give me something I actually like. Actually, none of the ones I hate I really don't care. This is going to take forever.
Yes.
And this is why I don't hardly do the very long spin durations for the other wheels, guys, because otherwise we'll be sitting like this for the whole video. Come on now. Give me something I'm actually going to enjoy. I forgot to disactivate that! Okay, don't pick that one or I'm respinning. Oh man, if I have to respin, that's going to really suck. It ain't magic card jump. What else? It's about the one I sold. I also sold like 3 days. It's either gonna be that one or Head Neva. Don't you dare go any higher. Stop. Stop! Stop! Dang it. I don't know this game. They're gonna keep it a lot better than the game we started with.
Head Neva.
There it is. Finally. I'm waiting to restart that game. I am not having to volume up for that. Yeah, I know where it is. I pushed him. I restarted this game and I was smart to restart it. Good, skip. No, I don't care. I want to restart this game again anyway, as soon as it gets done. Yeah, I'm not even gonna do that. Yeah. Works for me. No, where's the... Oh, wait, I keep forgetting to click this button. Forget. Just grab the two nearest ones. I should have made this video just talking about the stinking, challenge with the fucking name of it. Where are they all at? There you are. Wait, get away. Get away! Thank you. This is the worst choice of the two. I should not. I'm just trying to do it. Will y'all stop moving around? Oh, great. Now they're separated. Go away! There's one. Where'd the other one go? At the book? Oh, there they are.
It keeps moving.
Don't you dare separate. You little piece of crap, don't you dare.
They look so cute. Look like little turd emojis. Or ghost emojis. Just like, or an ice cream emoji actually. Just a wonky cone.
No.
Is it pooping?
Don't start saying this crap out loud, really. I got, oh. Would have been a lot better if I could have picked different ones, but didn't really get them. And, oh dang it, now I can't keep up with all of them.
I saw C's where there's coins. Brown coins.
And now I gotta restart the entire game again. I'm not gonna do that game up. There we go. Delete, and now I gotta reinstall it.
Why?
Though I can do that again, except this time I have better Evos. Or, now I'm calling them Evos. What's next? I'm gonna call frickin' this iPad Totodile. Actually, I wouldn't be shocked. I've called Chaos Totodile multiple different times. I won't just type in Totodile. Dadgummit. P-E-P-R. No. P-E-T-A-M-O-E-B-A. Please pop up again. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you. How are you gonna be here watching for anyway? I gotta get this video done sometime. I don't want to sit here and record a 12-hour long video. Like I said, this video will be shorter.
I don't think it's a 12-hour video because it only records 9.
No, it records up to 12. It can record up to 24. It's just that YouTube's limit won't let you go above 12. So the most I can record it to 11 hours or so before I have to stop. Before that YouTube will say, nope, no more. I remember playing Pokemon Sword and Shield for 17 freaking hours when it first came out. And their computer caught all that. But it wouldn't go on YouTube because it was so long. Do you think that game you were watching looked interesting or something? The one where I kept losing because of that one idiot, as I called it, one idiot. Dang it, I can't really like do it anymore either. Good thing I checked on this game, so I have to do this. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry about that. Oh, this is still the game wheel.
They are not ready. Well, they still could. So they're all gone now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one.
Alright guys, like I said, we have that challenge wheel activated, so we're going to see which one we end up getting. I'm sorry this video may start out badly, but hopefully I can make it for the next one. I'm just seeing if this challenge wheel works good enough. That's what, once the wheel tells me I gotta land on it, then I'm going to. Let's go and spin the wheel and see what ends up happening. Ah, I didn't turn the volume back up. This is why I do not do the very long spin durations. It makes it more fun and I can't think of the word. Fun and what's the other word I can't think of? I can't think of the word anymore. Frick it. Suspenseful, I guess you could say. Suspenseful is probably the best word to come up with for that. Because now we don't even though the wheel slows down a lot, doesn't mean we're going to land on the one that we think we're going to land on. Speaking of which one are we actually going to land on? Did I even shuffle up the wheel? I don't know. I'm confusing myself now. Alright, Mr. Wheel, which game should I start with? Or which Evo should I start with? It doesn't look like we're going to have no challenge wheel, thank goodness. But, which Evo are we actually going to land on? Which one do you say, Mr. Wheel? We get the... Say it.
Poisonous.
Thank you. One of my most favorite Evos on this iPad because we actually have a lot we can do. Or it's one of the funnest ones we can use. I forgot to pick the location, Trenton, you stupid idiot. Let's go and set the poison Evo so I don't have to do it later. But on what location? I've missed the suspense of this. I've missed the suspense of this, but I don't miss how long it takes sometimes. Mainly because I don't have time to sit here and run this wheel to keep doing this. But the wheel is the only thing making this series entertaining anymore. That's what the point of the challenge wheel is. To make it entertaining. Are you interested in I'm playing or something? Because you're sitting over here watching a lot.
I don't know.
Because you know you can get this game yourself, right? On both your iPad and tablet.
Yeah, but I just want to kind of see it roll.
I only watch a few more matches. I really need this room myself so I can get done. Now I can stop in about an hour or two. I'm trying to make this video too long. Come on, Will. What are you going to give me? There's no challenge. Thank goodness, not yet anyway. Don't know what the wheel's gonna land on later. Which location? We gotta use the poisonous Evo on which one? Wasteland? Snow? Snow or my choice? Is it gonna go any further? No, but stop.
You're about to go on to the Trenton gets the shoes.
Snow.
Snow. That's fine. Snow area is one of my favorite ones anyway, so I wouldn't care.
You know what? I'm gonna spin the wheels. I'm gonna make a downside on the wheel.
What did you just say? I couldn't. She said that so fast. All I heard was spin a wheel and dinosaur. That's the only part I heard. What did you even say? I heard you say something about spin a wheel and a dinosaur. That's all I heard. Dinosaur and stick.
I said I was gonna do the same thing like you did, but not record and not use the same wheel. Like I use it and it feels like the dinosaurs for me, and then I plug the dinosaur model and all, so you can see it.
I'm glad I got the wheel I did because it actually talks. So if they can't see it on the screen, it reads it out to them. I do like that about my wheel. All right, let's do what the wheel says. Boss said virus. No. Oh crap! We got a virus that can double grow. I mean, that can merge. Eep. Luckily, we can double grow too, so it ain't really as bad. What the frick was that? My dude just got launched across the map. Excuse me, I'm trying, there we go. Perfect. I have a lot more fun with this game on my iPad than I do my tablet. Because there's a lot more. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Explosion. See if it works as good as it does for me as it does for other people. Nope. How come whenever I do it, it doesn't work, but then everybody else does it, it's like, oh wow, I'm gonna launch you way across the map. That was... Why did I sound like that? Okay, there's only one left. Come on, let me get it. Yes, we got it. That was an easy victory. That's one of the Evos I'm actually really good with. And we get some more missions complete. I'll take the missions, thank you. Do we get anything important out of it? Let's see. Get an extra life. The coins don't really matter because they still haven't added new Evos or locations yet. If they'd add that, then the coins would be important. I've got 265,121 coins. I can't spin on anything. Okay, fine. So far, guys, no challenges. Like I said, I could do the challenges right from the get-go and just keep doing them every round, but most of them have to do with me choosing an Evo for an entire set, or doing me getting to pick the Evo for an entire set, and I actually still want to give the wheel some opportunities to be able to pick. And then that's why mine's only a space on the wheel and not a whole thing. So yeah, that was it for set 1, round 1. Let's move on to set 1, round 2. Come on, wheel. Give me something good. Even give me the challenge wheel. I want to actually show that off in an actual battle and show everyone kind of how it's going to work. Most of this video, guys, will be about me talking about the wheel. That'll mainly be the video. So we have to see what in the world we're gonna do. First off, we gotta find out what Evo we're gonna use. I'm sorry if the screen ain't that bright. I'm sorry if it does come with kind of a bad camera angle. We can see the screen, and that's the good part, but it could be a lot better with the camera angle. Anything with the challenge wheel? Nope, hasn't got the challenge wheel. Kind of sucks because I do want to show it off, but of course we also get a really bad challenge and it backfires on me big time. Speaking of bad, we're about to get a very bad Evo. Please don't give me the pudding one. Go past it. Please give me the glutton. Glutton or virus. Glutton or virus. Glutton or virus. Please, please, please. Wheel? Did we just get it? We got the virus Evo, no way. Stop.
Virus.
Thank you. Good, we actually got something good. But we have to see what location we're gonna go to. Well, I said, I like the suspense we get, but at the same time, I don't like how long it takes. I know I could shorten it down a little bit, but not to the very short spin. I like having more of a suspense, that's why I always do the very long spin durations. Maybe I should move it to long instead, though. That way it's long, but not so long that we have to waste a whole video for waiting on it to slow down. We got the Virus Evo, my most favorite Evo in the game, especially with the double growing power-up. But now we gotta figure out where we're going to. Come on, give me a location I like the Aurora, Snow, Moon, or North Pole. Or Aurora, if I didn't already say that. Come on, wheel, what do you got for me? I get to choose around Waterfall, Aurora, Moon, Siberia, Starting Area, North Pole. Wow, all of my favorite areas are like right next to each other. Cool. Plains, Deep Woods, Forest, Wasteland, Snow. I get to choose for the round. Waterfall, Aurora, Moon, Siberia, Starting Area, North Pole, Prairie. I think we got the Prairie area. It's not going to go fast enough to get to Mountain Falls. Instead, we get the Prairie area. Once we decide to say it.
Prairie.
There we go. Virus Evo on the Prairie. We got both Evos that actually double grow instantly. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Prairie. Right here. Oh crap, and we got the feral dude that's got the stinking meteors. That's not happening. See, whenever he does it, whenever a computer player does it, it launches me right off the map. Whenever I do it, it's like it barely does anything but shoot one Evo off. It shoots like 50 of mine off the map. I'm not even joking about that number. It's around 50. Pretty much every single time. That's kind of annoying. Oh well, give me this reward, I'll take that. I won't get anything for it right now, though. Alrighty then. Spin the wheel. I usually don't like having challenges, or since it's the first time it's happened, I would like to actually get a challenge. Just to see kind of what we get. Plus, like I said, guys, you get to hear what the actual, whole thing actually said. It may be hard to understand, especially if this thing gives me ads, which it's been bad about doing. Hopefully we get something good. We've got the 2 best Evos right off the bat. First 2 sets. But we're going to see what we end up getting next. Come on, wheel. What do you got for me? What are you going to give me? Like I said, the suspense part of this is actually pretty cool, but the longness of it kind of does suck. Alright, come on, go back around. I don't know why, but I really badly want a challenge. I don't know why I'm so wanting a challenge. Especially since most of the challenges are, well, challenging. Like, it could be dangerous, but who cares? I actually want something good. Am I gonna get a choice? Come on, do I get to choose for the round? Is that what it is?
Trenton gets to choose this round.
It is letting me choose. Sweet. I'll take it. I think I have a better idea, guys. What I might do is actually put this on very short or something like that, but keep the challenge one a very long spin duration. That way we can go through this quickly and still have a chance of getting stuff. Okay. Oh, I said I'll go and do. I get to choose for the round, the location wheel. Did they even choose anything? I don't know anymore. I can't decide. Did it choose anything? I think it chose more. I don't know anymore. I can't keep up anymore with all the dogs barking. Yeah. Whatever evil I want on the waterfall. Frick it. Whatever evil I want on the waterfall. I'm actually going to choose the Ghosty because I've been having way too much fun with him lately. I gotta use him on the waterfall. I've been having way too much fun with him, so. Let's see what happens. I meant to grow, not do that, but okay. Whatever gets us the win works for me. I'll do the very long spin durations for when we actually went on the challenge wheel, guys. 'Cause I actually want that one to be suspenseful. I won't always be suspenseful. We don't have much time as it is.
Ghost.
We just got the ghost again anyway. Cool. One of my favorite Evos.
Siberia.
On one of my favorite areas. The ghost in the Siberia area this time, though. And there we go. Wow. That was a real good round with the Ghost Evo. Could have been a little bit better if we actually made him a little bit bigger, but I'm not complaining. At least we won. Alright. Let's see what happens next. This one. Anything with the challenge wheel yet?
Poisonous.
No, we get this guy again. Wow, I'm having... No! I haven't been to the location wheel.
Siberia.
The poison's got... If there's one thing you suck at doing, it's showing up. Go frick away and die. Thank you, goodbye. Poison's guy on... the Siberia area, I believe. Siberia. Yep. I hope we can actually... I don't know if you guys can actually see that. I might have made a mistake by making it as bright. Oh, great. Omnivore's Ghost. Yep, I want to measure all my Evos are giant. Especially now, since he definitely does have the double growing thing. Where'd I go? Oh. Really? Oh, crap. Idiot! Y'all screwed yourselves. Dang. Two people used that same power. Stupid. You screwed yourself. Cool. Love it, love it, love it. Sweet. So let's go ahead and move on. Still have 3 more lives. And you restarted. How dare you. Anyway.
Balloon.
Stop giving me Well, actually, all the eagles we've gotten so far,
Forest.
all the eagles we've gotten so far has actually been pretty good. The balloon on the forest. I'm gonna go ahead and get the balloon guy. That way we don't. There we go. Now we find the forest, which is right here, and we play. Oh crap! Yep, that's bad. Oh, come on. And I'm freaked already. I am so sorry about this bullcrap. If I'd known this, I wouldn't have recorded anything further. Shut up! We lost. There's no way we can win. Ah, we got one of the worst evos to get stuck as, especially against a double-growing freaking virus. I was freaked from the get-go. That could have went a lot better, but oh well. Frick it. Give me something better this time.
Ice.
That's better at least.
North Pole.
Although it's on an area that's usually hard to find this guy in because it's so usually blends in. He said North Pole. Yep. I was looking for an area called Ice. I don't know why I was doing that. Please be a little bit darker just so I can see you in here. Or they can see you in here too. Oh no, you can actually see it good.
Sorry if the dogs interrupted your video. Junior is here.
Yes, there we go. Got it. How many more wives we got? We got 2 more. Alright, Mr. Wheel, are you gonna give us the challenge wheel for once this time? I doubt it. Come on.
Feral.
We almost had the challenge wheel. Your song sucks, Pokeballs, and deserves to go die. Now go freak yourself, you ugly ad. We almost were there. It's right above the feral and below the camo. Wow, we have just about got that. Dang it. Feral, it's fine, we got the feral Evo on
Forest.
the forest area. Feral on the forest. Cool, they both start with the letter F. You on the forest. Here we go. Why is it? Basically, guys, that one challenge about growing as big as something beside you. For this case, I'd need to grow as big as that flower, or even as tall as that tree up to where the leaves are at the top. I had to make this even giant. That's basically what that challenge is kind of for. See, like now, I can actually go and start splitting or anything like that. I'm big enough that if I was going for the flower, if I was going for the tree, I'd have to wait even longer than that. Idiot. I'll just 10 more of these. Here we go, right at the sudden death mark. We got everyone 8. Okay. Got 1 life left.
Spike.
Got the spike. No. Dadgummit. Now it's getting confusing.
Forest.
Stop giving me the forested area. Comes the water. I'm trying to think of any other games that won't screw up my series if I try to do. There's that Splash game. Magic Card Jump. Evopop's the main one. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end off the video, guys. Like I said, most of the video was supposed to be about me actually trying to do. It was supposed to be about me more explaining the challenges than really doing anything with the game. So yeah, I usually would finish off with the virus Evo. I'm trying to show you use somebody else. Next video, guys, I'll worry about where I'm gonna bring back the scoring sheet or not for these when the challenge wheel is around. But I'll see what Evo around I want to finish off with around now. We usually don't do this, so let's finish off with the Poison Evo. We usually don't, so let's go ahead and do him.
Oregon Trail. Get carried away on the Snake River. Ooh, someone's drowning. In fun. Other great attractions include snake bites, hypothermia, and look, a buffalo stampede. Yeehaw! Oh, foodies! Sample our fine selection of heritage meats. Yay, more squirrel! Take a tour on the Oregon Trail today.
No, you're too stupid for that. Go away. That is. Alrighty. Ooh. Yeah, plus in a real good location too. What I could do instead is maybe actually just keep on growing bigger until I fall off this cliff or something. Wow. Well, that's what I get. Dadgummit. That's what I honestly get. I'm trying to think about what I'm gonna freaking do. I want to do a video that's, or a game that's gonna finish it off, but I don't want to do one that I'm freaking gonna lose too much stuff from doing. I could do Splash. Well, I could do Dragon Titan's Uprising and all that stuff too, but do you think I really want to risk that and make the game worse? I could tell him to do Dragon Summoners. I'll do that one. We have around 2 dragons we can grow in that. Like I said, guys, the wheel will become a more active part starting the next video. I was just mainly wanting to show it off today. Mainly real quick, I'm just going to go ahead and actually grow up or evolve some of these guys, because we can't actually do that. We can grow up this guy and make him evolve. And we can also, I think, do one other one as well. Or can we? I thought we could. Actually, never mind. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, could we make this guy evolve? Even if, I don't think I'm gonna do it with this one anyway. Yeah, it wouldn't even be enough. Okay, fine. Like I said, we can do this guy though and make him evolve. Here's what it'll look like after evolving. And yeah, it actually does look pretty cool. There we go. I thought we had more in this guy that we could actually evolve, but apparently not. Fine. Okay, you actually look kind of dope now. You're adorable. He actually acts like a dog. Did you see him? Just like, that's adorable. It's not. That's cool. Okay. Alright, guys. I'll get the camera turned around. I gotta explain something real quick. I really do, so give me a second. Like I said, guys, I'm sorry this video didn't turn out the best way I really wanted it to turn out. However, I didn't even really think I was going to do a video, or I didn't even really think I was going to do, like, a video of the series today. I was expecting to just make this video more of an announcement video about the challenges that's coming up to the series. We didn't get none throughout this episode, but it's fine. It's alright. So, yeah. But, whatever. Like I said, I would actually do it to where I do it like every single spin or every single set, but then the wheel would never, there would really be no choice for the wheel. So, that's why I'm not doing it. The challenges will begin, actually the challenges will definitely begin starting next episode, guys. The next episode will be a lot longer. We'll have more games, and as I was saying, we'll have more games, and we'll be able to do a lot more. Hopefully the challenges will actually start being able to appear. But, yeah.
Sorry, I can't breathe.
As I was saying though, guys, like I said, next video I hope I'll have a lot more. I'll have Soda.io and I'll have all that stuff too in there. I'll have the challenge wheel finally actually doing something. Hopefully we'll actually have a challenge wheel. We didn't get lucky this time, but whatever. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go and finish off this video. Until next time, everyone, I want you to be the very best, like no one ever was. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, everyone.